Hey guys, welcome to The Real Ones, where we expose the scammers, show you the fake gurus, and give you some real mentors and real places to turn on the internet. A little bit about me: I've spent over $15,000 in online courses, programs, coaching, etc. Another $5,000, $10,000 on ebooks, you name it, programs, millionaire contract programs, mentorships, etc. in PDF format. So I've been around the block. I've made a lot of money from these courses. I've lost a lot of money from these courses. I've been scammed. I've had some great mentors out there. My goal for you today is that I can provide you some of the great people I've been with, show you some of the people who really weren't worth the money that I paid them, and then show some other ones that are straight up scam artists. Now, I'm most excited to show you the scam artist ones because I want them to burn. I mean, we all do, right? We're all sick of this era of fake gurus and people who haven't actually built shit that are trying to tell you how to build shit. People who say they're a real estate mogul, but they really just make all their money from the internet. People who tell you how to build businesses and are building business, you know, consultants, but they've never built a business in their life besides the one that you just purchased from them of their service of being consultant. This is the era of fat personal trainers showing you how to get shredded, and we're all sick of it. So even though I'm going to love doing the scam videos, I'm going to try to make sure I get just as many videos in there that are about people who are great mentors on the internet, so you have somebody to turn to, and that whether it be financial, fitness. I've lifted weights for probably a decade now, spent a lot of that time natural, more recently not natural, SARMs, pro hormones, etc. So I've been around the block. I know what these guys should look like. I know what they should be doing. I know what a legit value program looks like, and I hope that I can provide you guys with some great value on where you can turn. If you're looking for a mentor online, you're looking for some way to accelerate that aspect of your life. So before we get into our video today, like, subscribe, comment down below, comment algorithm if you want, just help me out the algorithm, or comment down below, if there's another person you want to see. These are all about people and courses I've taken in the past, but if we need to get somebody done in the future, I would be stoked to start rolling in and doing more courses. People like Andrew Tate, Andy Frisella are all people on my horizon whose courses I would like to start. But today we're going to get into it with Kris Krohn. So who is Kris Krohn? Kris Krohn, I think he's known to most people for his real estate and real estate investment book, his real estate investment YouTube. When you look up Kris Krohn on Google, you get, let's see, Kris Krohn. It pops up with his YouTuber. It says Kris Krohn, YouTuber. It's got a bunch of stupid pictures of him looking like a preacher at a mega church. It's got his books, Limitless, Straight Path to Real Estate Wealth, Limitless, Reclaim Your Something, The Conscious Creator. So he's all about God, he's all about family, he's all about making money and teaching you how to make money the easy way. Limitless and Limitless Reclaim Something are a lot about, from what I've seen, I haven't read them, they're a lot about fitness, mindset, changing your mindset, all great things. We're happy he's doing this for us. And then you got Straight Path to Real Estate Wealth, about real estate. I don't know if I said that. The Conscious Creator, I'm sure it's something else about God and aligning yourself with him. But yeah, this is who he is. If you go on his website, kriskrohn.com, Own Your Financial Destiny, him doing a big rah chant is at the top of it. About Kris, business coach, best-selling author, world-class speaker, life-changing breakthrough mentor. Kris Krohn's top financial training, find the right money-making strategy for you. This is under products on his website. You can go to the real estate, you can go to the business side of it. So before we get into my experience with him, me spending $4,000 on a 7-figure Hustle Pro program, I want to see what the internet has to say about him, because I have some very strong opinions about Kris Krohn and all his programs that he does, but let's see what the internet says about him. So I just typed in Kris Krohn Reddit. That's all I typed in the search bar. Kris Krohn Reddit, and these are the top 4 Reddit threads that popped up on Google when I just typed in Kris Krohn Reddit. Let's go to the first one here. Let me show you on my screen. Is Kris Krohn legit? Posted by Big Sausage 986 3 years ago. He's the guy whose YouTube videos and a book of his got me into real estate investing. I haven't put any money into it yet, just still saving up. So you're not into real estate investing. That's an interesting way to put it. No shame, big sausage. Sorry, man. If I was wondering if anyone here knew about him and if his methods work, or if they're just bait for his mentoring program. Any insight is helpful. Thanks! Exclamation point. First comment is, yeah, the guys on YouTube are always legit. There's a lot of guys on YouTube who are legit, really legit. Ask yourself why you guys are on YouTube, why these guys are on YouTube if they're so successful in real estate investing. Local forum troll. Okay, he called himself a troll right there. Yeah, he's that's dumb. If you're super successful, you can make a lot of, just like Dan Blazarian. He was super successful before. He wanted to be famous, so he took to Instagram because straight up he wanted to be famous. So why wouldn't you? Brooklyn Boys. Yes, he's a legit con artist. Go ahead and give him your money for some magic beans. Dial the Kill says, I've been to one of his seminars before, and yeah, he is legit. I flew across the nation to go to one of his business models for real estate is good. Still listen to his videos. Well, that comment just has one downvote. Big Sausage again. I was thinking about attending one as well. Have you read his new book? If so, is it a good read? I want to continue reading this thread. It seems fantastic. Dial the Kill again says, yeah, you should. I went to one when he had like 20,000 subscribers on YouTube 2 years ago. So this means 5 years he's gained. Right now he's got almost 1 million people subscribing on YouTube. About 5 years he's gained, a significant amount of fame, I guess. I think it's worth it to go to one of his seminars. His mentor is Tony Robbins, and he pays him $1 million a year to do so. So you can definitely learn from Kris. I don't know if that's true. Let me look that up. Is Tony Robbins Kris Krohn's mentor? So this is just on Kris Krohn's blog. Who knows if he's telling the truth? I spent $250K to be mentored by Tony Robbins, but was it worth it? I believe that in order to grow, you need a mentor, but not every mentor will be a good fit. I guarantee you the end of this article ends with him saying that you must pay an exorbitant amount of money to be mentored by somebody. Very true, but maybe not by a scam artist. As the internet, I haven't given my opinion yet, haven't said what I think yet. This is just what the internet says. Once again, top 4 Reddit threads are this. This one is posted by Schnitzer93. Has anyone met Kris Krohn or been to one of his events? Is he real deal or a fake? I don't post this to bash him in any way, just out of curiosity because research on him is limited. I see his videos and ads everywhere. And when you do research on him, first thing that come up on Google is Kris Krohn fake. It's true. We just looked up on Google and the first 2 things that came up were Kris Krohn scammer, ? Kris Krohn fake, ? I've never heard him on a podcast or anything that wasn't produced by him, yet he claims to be a real guru. This is by Dr. Strangelove. That's how it's spelled. Doktor, Strangelove. Yeah, be aware of gurus. You'll learn way more just getting your feet wet in a small deal of your own, getting a job with the Porter Brokers, blah, blah, blah. Once you get a little experience, blah, blah, gurus seem to pray. There's nothing about Kris Krohn. That's just a generic comment. Okay, this is from Undervalued01. That's a very depressing username. The only thing he's selling is his charisma and personality. His numbers tend to be a little too optimistic. We are pretty optimistic. He is pretty good at selling his personality. All right, we're going to skip to another Reddit thread. Sorry, this is just, I don't mean to keep dragging on like what the internet's saying about him and waiting for me to tell you what I personally think about him after spending $4,000, but this is just too funny of shit, especially usernames on Reddit. I love usernames on Reddit. Are Kris Krohn's methods financially feasible? And this is, you could pause it and read this real quick, what it's asking, but let's just sum it up for sake of length on this video. rent one house out, use the money to buy another house, and so you have a large. It's basically just his real estate methods are just financially feasible. Just judging from the thumbnail alone, I'd imagine his business model is selling. Here's how I got rich! Exclamation point. You can do it too. Guides to his audience. I'd avoid. Yeah, this is from Deleted, no name. Cattle Whisper. The only real get rich plan is to sell get rich books for $20 a piece. Maybe he's talking about Kris Krohn. Just say Cattle Whisper. Shut the fuck up. There's plenty of ways to get rich. Yeah, it's really weird from another person. This is from SD. His name is SD Sun, S-U-N Diego. So San Diego, Sun Diego is essentially his name. San Diego, Sun Diego. San Diego, Sun Diego. Talks about initially starting about buying a home, using the equity to buy another house, rent that one out, use the money. Oh, that's from the top. San Diego, Sun Diego says, this is exactly how people in 2008 lost everything and more. That's not true. They didn't lose everything and more by doing rent to own. They lost everything and more because the subprime mortgage bubble and the fact that mortgage companies were wrapping up these dog shit mortgages into these bundles that would then label them as great mortgage options, great mortgage investments, and really they were just a huge pile of dog shit. If you haven't seen this, go watch The Big Short. It's legitimately a fantastic movie. Like, absolutely fantastic movie. And they do a fantastic job of doing a really good movie and explaining really well what happened in the mortgage crisis. And San Diego, Sun Diego, I promise you, rent to own is not what collapsed the economy back in 2008. He's very serious about it though, because he put it in capitals. This is how they lost everything. This type of investing can be successfully built over many years and generally built during your younger professional years. Why? Because you can afford losses early on versus during your retirement period. Building wealth takes patience and time. Any time it feels like a commercial, radio ad, or some similar seminar conducted by a well-dressed dude makes it seem like you can cut patience or time. It's a huge red flag. No. San Diego, Sun Diego. Wow, very interesting comment here because the first half is garbage. The second half, you speak very, very well about this. And I love what he said, where he said if it seems like a commercial or radio ad or television ad, it's probably a fucking scam, especially coming from some dude who, like I said it before, let me just pull up the picture because it's too funny not to pull up, of Kris Krohn looking like a megachurch preacher. God, does he think that's cool or what? So things on the internet didn't look good for Kris Krohn. So far, the jury's out, but it's still my time to give my voice. I spent $4,000 in Kris Krohn's 7-figure hustle program. Just show you that I was in it, so I don't have the materials I got from it. I threw them all out, trashed them, deleted them from my computer, something. I can't find them, which probably gives you some foreshadowing into what I'm about to say. But I was in one of his YouTube videos. Or like if you go to his seminar, I was in one of those videos, something like that. There's a video out there where I'm in it, and my Facebook profile's in it also, because I get a ton of messages on Facebook of people messaging me saying stuff like, well, I'll just show you so you can see that I was actually in it. This is my proof that I was in it. Santiago messaged me, hello, I'm a part of the hustle program. I was wondering if you had any time to tell me how you outsource sod, so laying grass. Adam, hey Patrick, wanted to see if I could bend your ear a little bit on the side hustle, Kris Krohn. And the last one's going to give away too also what I think about Kris Krohn, but it's time to get into it, about how Kris Krohn is a fucking con artist. Adam messaged me, and I did message Adam back. I didn't message the other guys back. I probably should have. I've come across Kris Krohn's 7-figure hustle. I can't find any testimonials or results into 2021 or past the first month or so. I saw your feedback. I hope you don't mind me asking, are you still doing it? And how did it go longer term for you? So essentially I replied back to him and I said, no, in my opinion, it's a very good idea on paper, but it doesn't work when you actually apply it in real life. And I told him, it's basically just don't do it. And he said, thanks for getting back to me. Seems like most people have initial results and then they fall off of the program. So yeah. And, that's my same opinion on everything that happens with Kris Krohn. So in any of these videos I talk about, whether it be a real or a fake guru out there, I'm never going to give their stuff away. Actually, it's their intellectual property, and I'm not going to ruin that for them, even if it's stupid intellectual property. So Kris Krohn, essentially what you get from his program, though, is for $1,000 to $10,000, you sign up for the 7-figure hustle program, which is just what this title sounds like. He teaches you how to make 7 figures a year through some hustle. You sign up for a free seminar, and during that free seminar, at the end of it, he'll tell you something like, there's only 60 spots open for this application, right? First red flag that goes off, I sign up, I spend $1,000 the first time, sign up for one of these 60 spots, get my way in there. Next day, we have our first, group call with him, and you do group calls with him like once every other week about 7-figure hustle program. And he's like, man, so many of you guys were just so excited to be in here. There's so many of you I wanted to help so much. I'm such a great guy. I'm here for you. So I let in another 60 into my program because that's just who I am. All right. Glad to help. Let's get rolling into this. Glad you can all be here. It's going to be more work for me, but I'm okay with it. You're okay with it, motherfucker, because you're getting $1,000 to $10,000 a person. There was never any limit. He just wanted your fucking money. So you join the program. Like I said already, you get these coaching calls every other week. You also get access to his all-access online group, which is just a Facebook group he set up that he's never fucking in. Him and his brother are in there sometimes. They answer some questions, and they basically just give you the same answers you can find on fucking Google. And the last thing you get from the program, the only thing that changes as you go up in price, so from $1,000 to $4,000 to $10,000, are what they call the hustles. All the hustles are the same thing. They're all the same thing, just a different business. It would be the same thing I'm not going to tell you what they are, like I said, but it'd be the same thing as if you're like, hey, I'm going to give you 100 different ways on how to make money, right? And I'm like, sick. I get my notebook. I'm ready to write it down. You're like, all right, you sell t-shirts. I'm like, yes, that's a good one. Sell t-shirts. And then you go, you sell blue t-shirts. And I'm like, it's kind of the same thing as the first one, but I'll write it down. And then you go, you sell long sleeve t-shirts. I'm like, okay, number 3, but we're kind of still on number 1 here. Like, what's different? You're like, sorry. Okay, you sell pants. I'm like, motherfucker, these are all the same thing. They're all the same thing. You're just getting minutely detailed. And that's exactly what it is with Kris Krohn's hustle program. He gives you, say you spend $1,000, he'll give you, these aren't the right numbers, but say he gives you 15 side hustles, right? Essentially what that means is he just gives you 15 Facebook ads that you can copy and paste and run. That's literally it. That's literally it in the program. He gives you 15 Facebook ads, shows you how to run them for lead generation, for different service-based business, service-based business or anything from window washing to house cleaning, photography, etc. You're providing a service, you get paid for it. Shows you how to run the Facebook ads for lead generation for them, and basically tells you how to do a typical sales funnel. Like, you can look up sales funnel on the internet and see how to do it. And that is, you get the lead, you give them a call, nobody answers, you shoot them a text a few minutes later. You try to call them back within 24 hours, 48 hours. The longer it takes, the colder the sale gets, et cetera, et cetera. So you get these phone numbers from the lead generation ads. And then he suggests that you either outsource the work to another company. Because remember, you don't have a company now. You're just running Facebook ads is what he told you to do. And he makes it sound so easy, like you can run it on anything. Like, you want to do roofing, run it on roofing. This is legit what he says, right? Run it on roofing. You don't even have to go look at the fucking house, man. You just go look at it on Google Earth. You can see how big the roof is. Bada boom, bada bing. Don't waste your time going to the house. That's what he says. Anybody who's been in a service business knows that's a fucking joke. You can't, unless you're doing something simple like pressure washing. Sorry to the pressure washing guys out there. Unless you're doing something as simple like pressure washing or mowing grass or something like that, where there's not many variables that could go wrong, you can't quote it from fucking Google Earth, you goddamn moron. You're just trying to steal people's money and make it seem easy. And then, every time they don't get it right, you just say you got to work harder. Your mindset's not right. All that stupid shit that fake gurus say. So he wants you to do any crazy, ridiculous job. Laying sod is so hard. It is so hard to get it down right with the leveling and the drainage and making sure the sod's takes and the right time of year and the right base mixture to use and keeping the sod fresh while you're getting it there. It's just a fucking joke. The whole thing is a fucking joke, and it's almost comical. I suggest if you got some money laying around and you want a great laugh, buy his $1,000, $4,000, $10,000 course and sit back and laugh about how much of a joke the business model he provides is. So he suggests that you outsource the work to another company. You quote it yourself. You outsource the work to another company and you take a percentage of whatever it is. So if you say you outsource it for a $10,000 job, you get 10% of that, and they do all the work, and you get a small portion, but you didn't have to do any of the work basically. Or you can take more money for yourself, and he says just go out and hire some high school kids, show them one day how to do the job. He literally said this to me. He said this to us. He said he was talking about epoxy flooring. He said, yeah, I learned how to do it in one day. The next day I went out and hired some high school kids, showed them how to do it in one day. Then, it was off to the races. I just let them do it. Okay, motherfucker, what are they driving? How are they getting to and from the jobs? What about, like training them right? Are they doing a good job on this? Doubt it if you just train them in one day, and before that, you only did one day worth of training. So, all in all, Kris Krohn's program is a joke. You're paying $1,000, $4,000, or $10,000 for a few sheets of paper. Every other week meetings with him that really go nowhere. A business model that works great on paper but doesn't work in person. And then you just get you also get bombarded with calls from his mentees about joining his seminars and shit like that. I've seen some of his other stuff. He's just a hype man. He's really just a fucking stupid hype man with a stupid haircut. If he wants to come back and he can have his day in court, he can come on here and we can try to, talk it out. I'm pretty set on what I think about Kris Krohn now. He's just a financial guru, scammer type person on the internet who hasn't built much outside of that. I hope him and his BMW i8 crash somewhere out in the desert. Yeah, that's it. That's my thoughts about Kris Krohn. You guys have a good one. Thank you for watching so much. And anybody else you guys want me to review, let me know. I'm going to keep dropping videos reviewing these people. And, I would be stoked if it just got in the hands of 10, 15 people who are thinking about going with one of these scammers, and I could show them somebody who's much, much better value for the money and who actually cares about them. It's just trying to rob you blind, saying you can make 7 figures and without any work. So you guys have a good one.